Now, a lot of people and some so-called scholars say to me, how do you know that we exist in other parallel universes or other lifetimes? They say to me, prove it, that I'm just talking. And I asked them, you know what I asked them? Have you ever fallen asleep and woke up in the same room where you fell asleep and thought that you had awakened, but come to find out that something in the room you awakened to was missing or was off? Like that glass of water on your nightstand that you put there before you fell asleep. And then you wake up again, but when you wake up, that time that you are really awake. So you woke up from one dream state and you woke up to that room that you were in, come to find out that the glass that was on the nightstand wasn't there. And then some people can't move. And then they'll wake up and then they'll actually awaken. Well, the you that awakened in the room where you fell asleep, where you realized that you wasn't awake, where that glass was missing, was a you that is existing in another dimension in what I call a parallel universe. And this is how many so-called conscious individuals are today as well. They play out just like these events. They play out just like these events. They wake up from one religion of being pimped by a preacher to another religion being pimped by a preacher on a corner or in the mosque or whatever. But this is reflected light. This is what I call reflected light playing out in different realms. When you dream on many occasions, it is not you experiencing the things you are seeing in that dream. Sometimes you become other people in your dreams, and many of you may say, well, I know that's me dreaming when I sleep. Well, next time you are dreaming, find a mirror, and whatever you see looking back at you, that's what you are. So many say, well, it's just a dream. But think with me now. You saying it's just a dream. But how do you know, or who even gave you the concept of a dream not being real? Who gave you that concept? Do you want to know why they want you to believe that dreams are not real? It's because they don't want you to find out that you are more connected to anything but this physical body. Because when you believe that, then you can only see yourself as something that dies, and they will use that fear that they instill in you. They will use it. They will use that same fear that they instill in you through this death or dying frequency to scare you into worshiping something that you think is life, but in actuality, it is a portal that is manipulating you to think it is a reality to allow certain energies on lower frequencies to exist. This is why they fight to download mercury and chemtrails into you, so that you can't reach that dream dimension to receive certain messages during these planetary shifts or these binary sun birthing seasons. This is because your DNA will not be of any use to them. If it downloads these messages, because they will never be able to see what's going on in the fifth dimension. If it downloads these messages, it kind of blurs the density. See, a lot of us think that we're scientists, and we think that DNA is just blood and tissue, and we throw out words, electrons, protons, and neutrons, but we really don't know what DNA is. Somebody taught us what DNA was. But through DNA, you can see through a person's past, present, and future. You can see what they are doing in other parallel universes. You can see what they're doing in other lifetimes where they exist, even though they are here. They can use the many yous against you if they want to. They can find a lifetime in your DNA where you were sick in the past and transfer that memory where you were sick into the present to affect you here. Oh yeah, they can find a lifetime in your DNA where you were sick in the past and transfer that memory where you were sick into the present to affect you right now where you are. And many people died here due to DNA and memory manipulation. We have to learn to see beyond what we see with these two slave master eyes that we are seeing with. Just think about it. Ask yourself this question. Can you really visit yourself in other parallel lifetimes and universes? Well, here's a way to start. Go back through time to an intersect point, to a time in your life where you had to make a major decision about something, maybe getting married or divorced, moving, choosing a school, picking a career, or etc. Then imagine what would have happened if you had made the other choice. Project yourself forward from that point into that other parallel and see what you're currently doing. Where are you now in that parallel? Are you happy? Are you stagnating? Is life flowing well for you? Remember that the decisions that we don't make in this life, the other you is making it in another life. And it can affect you here. The decisions that the other you is making in many other lifetimes and dimensions can affect you here. All right? So,